Hello and welcome to another Gemini Rogues video. We are continuing with our top 3 tier 5 light tanks. Coming so far. Do you like that?
Continuing, we're finishing it. This is number 1.
Oh, it's number 1. Forgot about it. Nice one. Anyway, number 1, and this tank is, what is it?
The M24
Known as
Chaffee.
Well, tell us a bit about this Chaffee.
Chaffee, it's all production. 4,731 made. Sold production from 1943 to 45, so it kind of the end of the war tank. It kind of been built to take over from Stuart. British Army acquired a few as well, so there's a few tank crews flying around in Chaffees towards the end of war. Took part in parade at the end of the war in Berlin. A few Chaffees on procession there.
Sweet, didn't realise that.
It's basically a nice little scout light tank for reconnaissance purposes, as well as got a little bit of firepower to it as well. But it's suited very well to tier 5 light tanking.
Can you play like Cromwell?
You can play this like a Cromwell. You'd like your Chaffee? Very well.
Nice one.
So we're going to get straight into replays. We'll talk more about it as we go along.
Tell us about this replay then. Give us some hints and tips as well. I like it.
Straight away you can see it's mobile. This thing's mobile. It's little. It's not as small as an ELC, but it's not far off.
It's got a turret.
Yeah, and that's another plus point of it. Nice turret. Gun, 75mm on it, which kicks out.
Is that a standard gun?
But yeah, they're all 75mm on it, just variants. You can unlock on it. They're all 75mm guns.
Better?
Yeah, well, slightly. I mean, this is a solid gun.
Okay. I like it.
Got 96mm penetration, which is solid, especially for a light tank.
Standard round.
Yeah, and then 143 on an APCR round, which is pretty good as well.
What about HE?
Only 38.
Do you use HE?
No, I don't tend to. You can, with fire rate, it's got fantastic DPM, 1500 DPM, 1500.
That's not bad.
So you come across artillery, you don't really need to.
Quite a good gun,
standard shells do enough damage and they penetrate enough, so it's not worth risking that extra.
What about Benson rammer? Do you need those, or is it pretty good?
No, beauty of this tank is you can fit a vertical stabiliser on it, and I recommend you use that. I've got binos, cam nets and a vertical stabiliser on this, so because shooting out moves is just what this thing does.
Yeah.
It can proper harass circling. You can't do that in an ELC, you can do it in a Chaffee. You just can't circle anything in a Leopard, because whichever gun you've got on it, you've got a hell of a long reload on your scatter gun, or you've got 67 penetration on your... Yeah,
good point.
Straight away, it likes doing this. Find artillery and killing it. Dodge this shot.
Nice one.
Look at me. I've gone. Bang. You can see fire rate and manoeuvrability, it does everything well. It's got fantastic camo ratings as well. It's got everything. Everything, yeah, because it's a light tank. It's got everything you want from a light tank. Speed, mobility, firepower, penetration, even guns quite nifty.
Can it take a hit?
It can bounce hits as well, surprisingly, because it's got quite a slope front. You can see here how the gun sometimes struggles. That's an APCR and we're still struggling to get that to go in a tier 6 heavy tank.
Does the gun troll you?
No, it's pretty good. It's pretty. It's not. We're in the 1.6 aim times, pretty nifty. You see how quick it aims in. It doesn't take long to lock onto its target and snap a shot off. Especially that vertical stabiliser locked on. It can sometimes do weird stuff to you, but they all do.
Are we watching a fully modified?
Yeah, this is fully upgraded. This one.
Is it not fully trained crew?
Yeah. And we can see we're just going to try and reset that cap. Look at that shot there, vertical stabiliser, on move, hit that OI from distance. We're not struggling to pen an OI, we need to reset cap, get another one into another tank in cap circle. Bob.
Nice one.
And now it's T-34 is going to start opening up into us. We'll have to start dancing around. Stuff bouncing, yeah, you can bounce a few shots off of this thing, but not face on from a Firefly.
No.
So we took a bit of pounding there, we're stuck now. We've done his job though, we got back, we reset cap. We're just going to hide.
Yeah,
pretty much. We ain't got many hit points, but straight away you see 11 penetrating shots, which is roughly about 1,000 damage already.
I can 4 kills. See that your team's losing. Is that a trend in this video?
What with Chaffees?
Yeah.
Yeah, it tends to be. We've already spoke about with other videos. It sees tier 8 as well. This gets tier light scout tank matchmaking.
Can it survive
it? It can be a pain in the arse. We've all come across Chaffees and they've always been a pain in the arse. I mean, just in this video alone, there's a Chaffee out of a team with near just identical to what we're doing, but his team win.
Is it good at like the ELC where it sees like tanks on its own and you just go ninja?
Yeah, you're going to see it here. You can help out Cromwell. See how that vertical stabiliser works?
Yeah, very nice.
How good it is at shooting that move, it's fantastic. We must just skim one off in there somehow. Ricochet off into space.
Ricochet.
We're getting down
What's he
to
doing? He kind of did that to himself, but problem.
we're pretty much stuck here now.
What,
Near
behind
this rock. There's that Firefly to his left, an M4 and a flat Panzer to his right. The Captain as well.
Problem is you're attracting them by your limited hit points. You're baiting them.
His 110's not to be sniffed at.
He's got one shot from someone.
But you think the ELC is doing 4 shots a minute, and this is doing 13 and a half.
Yeah, very good.
It's doing 110 a shot as well.
I like it already actually. It's nimble, it's got a turret, it's got a gun. That's much better than the LC already.
Last man standing, get used to this as well in your Chaffee.
Is that because you run away a lot?
Yeah, you can get out of there. We've tracked there now. It ruined a
Why
shot on
did
M4.
you come out of the rock?
Well, we were dead no matter what. They were capping on us. We had to do something. They were either capped out and us, just drove up and killed us anyway. So we took a chance. Didn't work.
Didn't work, but it's worth a go. Nice game. Let's have a look at some confetti. If you've got some, you didn't get much silver.
We found a few APCR.
Yeah.
Defender medal, Scooter's medal.
Yeah.
By far most damage on team. You can see Chaffee
tree.
on opposite team did exactly the same thing as we
Top
did.
of the tree.
Finished top, 1400 damage.
Yeah, nice.
It's a good
Not
solid
bad.
tank.
Yeah, it's alright.
So next replay we're going to look at, it's on a new map, when we made this video.
Okay.
Ravaged City.
Oh.
We're going to play this. You're going to notice that we're not doing it as a passive run, we're doing it aggressive.
Full on.
We're doing it full on. You've seen us do this in the ALC, aggressive scouting. It's fast enough, it's nimble enough, it's mobile enough, it's manoeuvrable enough to do this in. And it's small enough. It can get up to 60. I think it is slightly quicker than the ELC by about 2 kilometres an hour at full chat. So I know it's not much 2 kilometres an hour, but it's enough.
Does it make a difference with its power to weight ratio?
Power to weight ratio. Only drawback I've got over the other tanks is the Chaffee goes too quick sometimes for its own good, and it can sometimes topple over.
Oh.
It likes to topple. If you get one track up slightly, it's going over. And that can be a problem when you find yourself siders on, as we're going to see in later videos.
Do you keep hitting them dead tanks in the middle of the map?
No, I don't do bad at avoiding them in Chaffee. As you can see, there's only so many tanks you can light up without anybody shooting them. Yeah. Don't stick to any kind of pattern. Same again, when you're aggressively scouting, don't sit still.
Just keep moving.
Yeah, just keep moving. You're spotting them anyway. You've got the view range to spot them without sitting there and waiting for your binos to kick in.
So is this a tip then? To go out in the open, keep moving?
Yeah, but only on certain maps. You've got to know, like this is perfect for it. With hills here, there and everywhere, so you're popping out, then you're back in cover, you're popping out, you're back in cover. It's hard for someone to line a shot and lead a shot, because even you don't know where you're going to pop up next.
Yeah, you got to keep it random.
If you don't know where you're going, they don't know where you're going.
Keep it random.
And then we'll get fed up eventually, thinking we've had 3 spotted targets here, we're going to have to shoot some at ourselves. So we single this Indem Panzer out, tier 8 match this, by the way. You're going to see it, this is a tier 8 match. Bump, stick one in it. Another one straight up in. 100 damage, it's not to be sniffed at, especially when you're doing it this quick. At all. About 4.5, you can get it down if you, depending what equipment you put on it, to below 4.5 seconds reload time. So it's not overly rapid, but it's not bad at all. We can see here now, doing my favourite thing I like to do in my Chaffee.
Crash?
No.
Hit something?
No.
Bump into something?
No.
Kill something?
Yeah. Ooh. Mainly these. I bigged up that vertical stabiliser.
Oh yes.
It lets me down a little bit.
Oh, you hit it then?
Yeah. Remember, keep moving. You're that small. Keep moving. See, they fired. They're spent now. They're ours. I don't know where the other guy decides. I'm off. I'm out of here. In some kind of semicircle movement special. You're watching too many Star Wars films there. I'm going to list slowly to the right. They'll never know where I am. But it's not enough. Traffic and hunt them down easy. And you can see here, this is what I'm talking about with the handling sometimes. Only takes one slight track out of place and boom, it likes to fly itself over. So the suspension sometimes...
Does it troll you?
It can be a pain in the arse sometimes, especially if you want to get out somewhere quick and then it's flying itself up onto one track and you're struggling to get it down and get moving again.
Does it stop when you bump into walls?
No, it's not as bad. The LC, we have seen that. You're driving to a tree and it kind of stops the LC. Chaffee's not bad for that. I won't like to go ramming anything in my Chaffee. See that? You see that aim time there again? Pop out, bump, and that's perfect for peek-a-boom tactics that we're going to see in his next video coming up, where you've got that split second to get out, get a shot, get back. It's perfect for it.
So this is a good demonstration of keep moving.
Yeah, this is aggressive
shooting.
And that's pretty much it for this match here. We're going to see team's near enough going to die. It just peters out to nothing that match there. So we're going to move on to his next match now. See what we can do in this. I hope you know. Can you pronounce this better than I can? Resinai? Is it Resinai?
Oh no.
Yeah, it's Resinai anyway.
Oh, well done, it's Resinai.
So straight away, we're doing a little bit of that aggressive scouting again. There's that suspension we spoke about. The tank lolling backwards and forwards before it stops.
Come on then, it's them.
I forgot how mobile the VK36OH were until I come across this. I've not seen them for a while. So we started doing this.
Oh, you missed him.
That vertical stabiliser lets me down again. Get out of there. Don't be afraid to run off. You've got speed, you've got mobility to do it.
It's a very good tactic actually, reposition. No wrong with that.
We've spotted some stuff as well while we're at it. You can see how nimble it is. Your power to weight ratio, is that good enough for you up that hill?
Yeah, very nice. How heavy is the Chaffee? How many tons is it?
I love this kind of nonsense statistic.
Don't
weigh a lot. Don't be ramming in it. Let's put it that way. You just want ramming statistics, don't you?
Yeah.
Is it good to ram things in?
No.
Don't go ramming things in your Chaffee. It's not like a leopard.
Is it fast backwards?
It's not bad. But it's not bad. It's manoeuvrable enough. You sometimes quicker just to fly back and spin it and go because it turns on itself really quick. See how quickly it goes from left to right.
What about the LC? Was that fast backwards?
No, it weren't bad. It weren't bad at all. Yeah.
It's French, isn't it?
I'm just going to drop off at radar. I'm just dropping off at radar here for a minute, just to let other people then focus on other targets on our team, and then I'm going to come back. We're struggling here team-wise. We've lost 6 tanks. They've lost 2. It's a really good shot from this SU-85 player here. Bang, gets one into me there, and we're going to have to use that mobility again. Skid it round, keep him guessing, keep him turning, and then we're rounded.
What's he shooting at?
Right, floor.
Oh, you're bouncing.
What's all about? He angled it. Corner him there. You see how nimble and agile this thing is.
Yeah.
He doesn't really stand a chance really. I'm going to bounce one more off his corners and someone's going to ninja kill for us being stupid. And we're off. Again, don't mind aggressive scouting in it. We're going to nip about, see what we can see. We've pulled it back a little bit team-wise.
That was
Flat
a wallop.
panzer.
That was a wallop, wasn't it?
Yeah, the nemesis seems to be for me in Chaffee, flat panzers. We've spotted him now. You can see how far away we spotted him from. There's that view range kicking in. The fact that we've got binos on this and the optics is we're not boosting that signal. Here's my friend, my rock. Let's get used to this rock because we're going to get very acquainted with him. There might not be much left if it were real life in a minute. We've got shells that are going to hit him, but we're going to love this rock. This is that aim time coming in again. And the camo rating as well. We're not spotted till we shoot. I'm going to chance me on there stupidly. Got away with it.
You did hit him.
Yeah, I got away with it. I didn't need to stay out there after I'd shot and been spotted. Oh well, I just experimental tier 5. Oh god, there's another medium coming out. Getting that rock quick. Cheeto, you see fire rate at Cheeto here.
So I like what you're doing, you're distracting them. You're bait, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm baiting them, spotting them, and other tanks again able to get shots in on them.
Yeah, I like your tactic.
And we've got another shot in there, he's fired, get another one back in. Somebody else gets killed, but we get the assisted damage, we're spotting them. It's a fantastic little tank. It's far enough away from them tanks to the far side of the map that are shooting at us still, to pop out, sit there, get his camo net up and his bino, and still not get detected till we fire.
Wow.
Yeah, the old T40. Tracking shot, I thought I'll switch to HE here, stick one in this soft bit at the top, do 35 damage.
Oh, no.
And someone managed to get a kill on again before, but we'll get assisted damage and tracking damage for it. I know that Skoda's still there somewhere. Switch back to his normal rounds. He can't see us, he's looking at us until we fire. He's shooting at the other side of the rock. We spotted.
Oh, nice.
That we talked about earlier. Can you bounce stuff off a Chaffee?
Yeah, if you're lucky.
He's got well over the penetration match for front of this tank with that tier 6 Skoda. He should have gone through, but it's angled nicely. It's just the fact that you can sit there in front of a tier 6 tank. What we're talking there, 300 and something metres, 20 metres. Good shot there from somebody, tell them so. And now we're off again. And we're doing exactly what you said before. Be that focal point. There's no better than being a tank on a nipple twist. Everyone wants just to finish you off.
Everyone thinks they can get you.
That's exactly what this flat panzer does. We're still detected. I'm just going to use myself as bait here. I've got no intentions of going round and facing him, but he's looking at me, and other tanks are getting easy shots in on his side. He's still not bothered about looking at anybody else, he's just interested in me, and it's just going to be ended. Too late for him. He turns then, and he's
too late. Nicely baited.
And right, it's a bit here. We've pulled it all the way back, and we're going to see how our numerical advantage can pay off for us, if you know what I mean.
Oh, you're on a nipple twist. What
Yeah,
are you going to do?
I've got all our health. Well, we're a scout. It's our job. We're going to try and find them. We're going to try and spot them so everybody else can kill them.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
If we can do some damage at the same time, why not?
Yeah.
We've got the gun to do it. That's the beauty of the Chaffee.
Just got to keep out of the way.
Yeah, and make sure we don't fall off a rock and kill ourselves with that meagre bit of hit points we've got left there. I love this tank. I can't say enough for it. It's just does everything. I don't see many drawbacks in it.
Okay.
Good gun, good accuracy, good penetration, good fire rate, good camo, good view range, good mobility, got a turret.
Good power to weight ratio.
Yeah. What's not to like about a Chaffee? Everyone likes a Chaffee.
Not when they're shooting.
You can see aim time, fantastic aim time. Boom, take a shot, and ability to get back out of the way. We spotted them. Let everybody else deal with him.
Is this thing player dependent?
It is in a way. You don't want to. You need to know your maps. You need to know where you can drop back and stuff like that, and where you can come at them from. But
has it got a high skill ceiling?
No, not as such, because it's fire rate and its mobility. You can. It's a fantastic tank to learn in a way. It's the scout tank role.
Okay.
I won't advise this to be your first tier 5 tank to get, because you need to know weak points of like. We're going to see it. Oh, we get away with one here. Oh, it just catches back road wheel, takes his tracks off. But we use his repair kit, straight back up,
missed him.
And we're in.
Yeah.
We're going to get right on the side of him quick. Look at that little gap. There we go. And we've damaged his ammo racket earlier with that first shot we took at him. There's mobility again. Straight back under his gun and get out of there. Don't risk it.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
You've done damage. There's an L-cat coming to help us out. There's only him left. He's not going nowhere. He's in no why.
You've turned the game around, definitely.
And we're just going to come back just in time to see that L-cat take his head off. The Chaffee. This is a lovely little tank.
I think you rounded it up quite nicely, Chaffee.
So we've got one more replay to show you, just to show you, again, emphasise how
hang on, let's have a look at the
tank
confetti. I want to see his confetti drop, man.
There you go.
2-2, not bad.
That's a light tank with an high calibre medal. That's how good a Chaffee is.
Was that a tier 8 game? What was it?
No, tier 6.
Yeah,
it's pretty much one of the best matchmakers you can get for it.
Yeah,
but still, 2,200 damage is just pretty much.
No, it's very good actually.
And his last replay we've got, Westfield. Westfield.
Go on then.
Straight away, we're going into passive scout mode here. Straight away you can see how much them binos kick in. We spot a target.
Passive scout. Oh, I get
it. We're not actively moving, we're just passively sitting there scouting away.
And shooting, you're giving your thing away.
Yeah.
Camo.
But we're that far away. I can only just see him with my binos. He's got no chance of spotting me with my camo rating and no binos.
Yeah, you're spotting stuff further
Yeah, we're
away.
still spotting stuff. There you go. Spotted 2 more tanks there. That's 3 already. But there's a light tank on ridgeline above us there. Seeing as he's detected us, he's trying to get some shots in it.
What's the range?
300, 300 and, if I got that right, 370, 380 I think it is on this. They're all pretty similar at that tier.
Okay.
But I use binos all the time with this because I do like to do a lot of passive in it.
I know.
And then when later on in game, then I get in.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you know where they all are then, don't you?
But at this point in time, I can't do that because there's that leopard up there. So I need that leopard way. I can't scout and mark targets up across the other side of the ridge line with that leopard there.
Do you use optics then? Never?
Never use optics on me, Chaffee.
Okay.
I always use binos.
Oh, of course, you've got binos, camo and...
vertical stabilizer.
Yeah, stabilizer. Nice one.
So when and this is the guy, I need him dead. He's spotting me, he's causing all hassle. There you go, vertical stabilizer kicking it again, shooting up move. Bump, ammo rack.
That's nice.
Notice I'm not going to try and ram that leopard.
No.
But even now, look, we've outmanoeuvred a light tank.
Yeah.
We took 1 hit off him. We're moving on up. We're looking pretty skinny on numbers at top of the hill. Think about going back down. It's not the best idea I've ever had.
What's your plan?
At this point I thought I've got that light tank out of the way, I can go scouting again myself. But then I noticed behind me we're looking kind of outnumbered at top of the map.
Yeah.
And I also noticed that there are a lot of heavies up there. This tank likes an heavy tank.
Yeah, on its own, definitely.
Yeah, if you can, especially up there in the hills, if I can get one of them tanks isolated, he's mine. One last chance, get my binos up, see if I can spot something there.
That's worth a shot.
Yeah, he's back down in cover. I think I'm not wasting my time here.
No, all your ammo.
Yeah. He's dropping back into cover straight away as soon as he's spotted, so it don't even help the team. They're not going to be able to shoot him either if I can't.
Doesn't carry much
And then, if your eyes don't light up when you see an ONI and you're in a Chaffee, normally should put the nipples up you, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely.
No, it's what you want.
Normally drive the opposite way.
I mean, this thing just loves big things that can't get its turret.
Anything on its own, basically.
Yeah. Get in lower bit.
Oh, lovely.
Nice little shot. One more. Bang.
Nice.
Tier 7 heavy gone.
Yeah,
oh, there's another one.
Take it, you dip in your bread then.
What I'm doing here is, I do want to kill him.
Yeah.
I'm going to get him.
Yeah.
But I don't want him to think I want to kill him.
Yeah.
So I'm running off while I'm detected to make him think,
Yeah.
oh my god, he's running off, he don't want a piece of me.
Yeah.
But all I'm doing is coming at him from a different angle.
Yeah, without being spotted.
Trying, but then I get spotted from my left and I think,
Neil.
this isn't the best. I think about taking on this Skoda and I think he's got a 3-shot clip on him. He's right up top of that hill. I can't get around him. I can't use my ability because he's kind of in an enclosed area.
Tank knowledge is very helpful.
But this Oni, on the other hand, let's have it. This is a full elf Oni.
Nice one.
And you're going to see it. I'm trying to keep that SU-100 with this Oni between us, but that gun's pointing at me. I dodged shot from SU-100 down up Barn Hill, and now I'm going to try and make AWOL at sunshines while he's reloading.
What's the reload on an Oni? About 8-10 seconds?
Yeah, it's a fair bit. Depends what gun he's packing.
Yeah.
I do believe it takes somewhere to shoot him in ammo rack and all at some point. Here comes the Hammer trying to ninja his kill off us.
He's come to help. He's come to save the day, look.
And he's going to pay the price for it. One more in here.
You're telling me the Hammer doesn't actually help?
No, he gets killed.
He distracts him for you. Feel that?
So that's another Oni killed. 2 Onis killed now. We're racking up these Japanese heavies.
There's nothing wrong with an Oni, is there?
Mobility here. I'm going to hide behind this dead tank. Take a shot at SU-100 and hide behind this dead tank. And he's going to shoot it for good measure. There you go. We're going to hide here a minute. We'll drop off at radar. We spotted that SU-100. Got a bit of spotting target shot on him. We're away. SU-100Y. I'm going to get there quick. Keep him detected.
Why? Look at that.
Yeah,
whatever.
It's deep burn.
Someone
spotted us.
All I can see is driving.
The 6 sensors has gone off. Someone's aiming at us. We're getting pinged from somewhere. Oh, someone's just fired a shot at us.
I'm sure that it was lightning.
Yeah, we're going to get hid. Get behind these rocks. Someone spotted us. We don't know what it is yet.
What are you doing?
I'm just waiting. I'm dropping off at radar here a minute.
I can see.
Let them get my binos up.
Do some elevating.
See if there's anybody over at far side. Nothing. So now I'm off. A little bit more. Push around. Binos up again.
This is passive scouting at its best, isn't it?
We are actually spotting out.
Like UN scouting.
Right, I'm pretty sure there's no there now. And I'm off.
Are you going to double check?
There's a heavy tank at the top of the hill there, so I have to take a bit of a large loop. I don't want to go with cap circle because that'll detect me.
Even I know that.
So if I go in cap circle, it'll start timer going and they'll know where I am.
No, don't do it. There's quite a lot of team left actually. Do you lose this match?
Yeah. Pretty much.
You normally do.
So now we've spotted a target.
Is he out? No, he's leaving.
I don't want to take any chances. I need him dead. 100 damage.
That's not.
Penetration. Was that tell that? We're combined with another one there.
Yeah.
We're still playing it 106.
Doesn't move much, does it? Are you sure he's not AFK?
118. Nice rolls there.
Oh, he's
he's off again now. 105. Not rolling very well for himself here. One more inch. Ah, look at that 105 again. Left in 74, I think that were, or 14 when it popped up. We never got spotted at all either while we're doing that. Camo rating again at tank. I know he's not on top for us, but
I noticed you use your APSR quite a lot. Does this tank cost you a lot of money to run?
It can do, but we're doing alright in this match here now. I'll switch back now to a normal round. One into SU-100.
You haven't actually got many left, to be fair.
He just pulls forward at right time, or unluckily for me, and bounce one off him.
Dear. Come on.
Switch back. Don't want to take any chances face on with him.
He's running. He's running.
Skim off at side rim. It's always, it does my head in when the trees are blowing in front of you. It's hard to determine where they're heading.
Whatever, add to your camo.
We're still, he's coming around, I don't know where we are. We're finally finishing him off, but it spots us at the same time.
Where's the rest of your, oh, look at that.
Shoot his gun! On top of his gun. If you notice now, well, I'm trying to kill him, but I'm trying not to shoot his gun at all times.
Why?
Because it bounced off first time I shot it, so we're still smashing some into him here.
Is he stuck on there?
Yeah, so we say we were using APCR, we switched back to standard shells because we've got no APCR left. First one bounces. So it's not a guaranteed penetration with these rounds. And we're finishing off 46. And this is where we're having an absolute stormer of a game at this point. Low health target. Oh, he's looking at me, so I dive down off the hill. And what we were talking about earlier, this thing likes to topple over.
No.
And just when you don't want it to happen.
No.
Bang.
Oh my goodness.
It does it while we're spotted and we're dead.
Oh, look at this. Why did you do that? Oh no.
Another Chaffee of all things kills me, and that's my game over. It's a mastery badge game, as we're going to see here at Confetti coming up. Well, we're going to show you a picture at Confetti screen anyway, because I rage quit a bit.
Did you rage? Oh, Killer's 05.
I'll come back to it.
You shouldn't rage quit.
The Chaffee. This is the Chaffee.
Go on, sum it up. Go on. I want some positives quickly.
It's got loads of positives.
Oh, no,
the
that's
negatives
what
you're going to struggle to find.
That's what I said quickly.
Positives, where do you want to start? Mobility, camo, view range, turret, good penetration with gun, good damage, good fire rate, good DPM. Yeah. It does everything you want.
Yeah.
What's it not do?
It topples over.
It topples over, that's pretty much its only downfall, it topples over.
It's a shame, it's a good game actually.
I can't gear a list of negatives because it hasn't really got one, other than it's a bit unstable on its balance.
Yeah. That's to do with power to weight ratio. Yeah. It's got too much power to its weight.
I can't really tell you any other drawbacks. 10 degrees of gun depression, so you don't struggle to work.
Carry a lot of ammo.
Don't take a lot of ammo. We saw in that video there we were down to his last. Well, we've still got a good 15 shells left.
Shells? Does it cost a lot to run?
No, not particularly. You can make some good money in it as well. It's not bad for that. It just ticks every box for me, to be honest with you.
You can use it in ranked battles as well, can't you?
Yeah, tier 5 ranked battles. Yeah. The advantage you've got over the Leopard is you're not restricted to range. So you can still fight over that 400 metre range. You're not restricted to that. It's not got that reload that you're relying on with Leopard, so you ain't got that 15 seconds to wait for your clip to reload. Or if you're using the other gun, it's got way more penetration. When it comes to the ELC, mobility is just as good, if not faster on top speed. Probably not as nimble and a little bit bigger a silhouette.
Oh, but you got your turret.
And that's another plus point. It's got the turret over it. So there's no negatives. It does everything the other two do and better.
Are we saying it's player dependent?
No, it's just a better tank. Full bore better tank. I can't see how.
Play it.
Yeah, but then again, I won't recommend it because this is where you start scouting.
Yeah, proper scouting.
Your light tanks are now scout tanks. I know we've spoken about this Crusader on a video where it's a light tank, but it's not.
It's not.
These are scout tanks. To get tier 8 matchmaking, your job is to light up the enemy so everybody else can shoot them. And if you can dish a fair bit of damage out at the same time, do it.
I like how you support sniped in this very nicely.
Sometimes, everyone says, scout's not scouting. Sometimes if you're dishing damage out, what's beneficial to your team? If you're smashing 100 damage off them every 4 seconds,
definitely.
You're doing more for your team than just sat there not shooting them. And sometimes when you're scouting, you don't need to shoot. We've seen that in the Leopard video previously. Don't shoot, don't get your position away. Depends where you are on map, what you're scouting.
And you find yourself like almost last man standing quite often, don't you?
Yeah, which is sometimes a problem depending on the map. Sometimes you get stuck, you can get penned in, you can't get out, but the mobility can get you out.
It's alright if you've got ammo, and it's alright if you don't topple over.
Yeah. I can't big the Chaffee up enough. It's hard to get replays for the ELC. It was not too hard to get Leopard replays. It was quite consistently doing what we did in the videos, but the Chaffee's doing that game after game after game.
If I rank it on, you was very salty after the ELC.
Yeah.
I didn't like that saltiness. You weren't too bad after the Leopard, but you was very happy after the Chaffee.
Yeah, I enjoyed playing Chaffee. And if you enjoy playing a tank, then it's a tank for you.
Definitely.
And you get results with it as well.
You did.
I enjoyed playing Chaffee.
Did you rage quit a lot on your ELC?
Pretty much. You die a lot.
Anyway, let's wrap this up because the viewer is getting bored of us ranting on about how good it is.
Yeah, it's well worth getting.
It's good.
The best light tank at tier 5.
Get it. It's number 1 in our top 3.
Which is making us look like Americanists.
Why?
Well, we've got T67 number 1 tank destroyer, M4 number 1 medium, we've got a Chaffee number 1 light. I can assure you this is not going to continue when we move on to tier 6. But then again, you've got the Hellcat. No.
You got the Cromwell.
Yeah, Cromwell's going to be up there, but If anybody else has got any videos they want us to do, we've done a Panzer 38 one for somebody who requested one, or any incest tips you want us to look into. If you want a video on side scraping or getting all down and tactics along them lines, give us a shout. Leave a mention in the comments, or on Twitter.
Twitter definitely. Gemini Rogues. Just send us a tweet asking, and we'll do instantly. Thank you very much for watching.
Don't forget to give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.
Definitely. Subscribe and like as much as possible, please. Laters. Thanks for watching.